next section that we're going to be looking at is radicals. Before we do this, I want to show you how to use your calculator to evaluate roots. The first calculator that we're going to look at is the TI calculators. If you have a TI 83 or 84, this is what you're going to do in order to compute roots. So I'm just going to show you the buttons that we'll be using. If we are calculating a square root, notice that the square root is above the x squared. But we will also be looking at higher roots. And so in order to get to the higher roots, you're wanting to go to the math button. Once you click on the math button, it's going to take you to the following screen. And if you notice here, we're going to have a couple different roots that we can use. So for instance, we have the cube root, which is number 4. And number 5 is an x root. This means anything higher than 3, this is going to be the button that you want to push. So in order to do roots on your calculator, for instance, if I wanted to calculate the cube root of 125, I'm going to hit the 3, go to your math, and click on the x root, and then type in 125. You can then press enter, and you should get an answer of 5. Your screen should look like this. All right, let's look at some other calculators that you might have. If you have a scientific calculator, like a TI-30X, this is the TI-30X here. I'm going to show you where we're going to go in order to do our roots. So the first one we have is the square root, which is above the squared button. The other one that we have is the x root, which is above the caret key. The caret key is what we use for exponents larger than squares, and for roots larger than square roots, we're going to use the x root button. So you're going to press 3, second, x root, and then type in the 125. You should get an answer of 5. The last one I'm going to show you is on your phone. So I have an iPhone, and so on here what we have is let me see if I can blow this up a little bit more. This is the best I could do. Okay, so we have square roots. We are going to type in, unlike the previous slides, we're going to start by typing in the inside number and then hitting the square root key. We also have a cube root on here. Same thing, you're going to type the inside number and then you're going to hit the cube root key. And the last one we have is the y root. Again, you're going to hit the number inside. You're going to type in the number inside. Then you will hit this key and then type in what kind of root you're going to be using. So for instance, what am I going to do? If I wanted to do the cube root of 125, in my calculator, I'm going to hit 125. Then I'm going to hit my y root x, and then I'm going to hit 3, and then my enter button. You should get an answer of 5. If you are unsure how to do this on your calculator, if I did not show you, or if you're still struggling, please feel free to either email me a picture of your calculator or text me a picture of your calculator, and I can walk you through how to do it on your calculator.